Florida is becoming a victim of its own success in many ways. And for Miami-Dade in particular, it's causing some Floridians to relocate mostly to other portions of Florida, but some are even leaving the country. Let's discuss why and what that means for the rest of us, especially Central Florida. Welcome to Dre's Take. So Florida's growth is pushing some to relocate. According to the Census Bureau, Miami-Dade County actually had a net decrease in population between 2020 and 2022, even while the state of Florida as a whole saw a net increase in population. During the aforementioned time period, Miami-Dade lost about 28,000 residents, while Florida as a whole added about 700,000 residents, and that's just from what we know that's documented. But why are folks fleeing the Miami-Dade area in particular? Well, there's a couple reasons. One of them being the cost of living. While many newcomers to the state moved to the Miami-Dade area, they came from places where they had a lot more excess cash to spend once they got here. That pushed rents and housing costs in the Miami-Dade area up faster than pretty much any other area in the state, forcing some longtime residents who could no longer compete in the housing market to look for greener pastures, so to speak. Another mentioned reason is just the overall congestion and traffic in the area. It's just become too much for many long-term residents, and they just like a slower pace of life. If you've ever been to Miami-Dade, you know that as soon as you cross the county line from Broward into Dade, you can literally feel the electricity in the air elevate. It's really something to behold. Everybody should have that experience at least once. And so a combination of affordability, congestion, noise, fast pace has pushed a lot of folks out. But where are they going? Well, the top 3 fastest growing counties in the state happen to be Central Florida's very own Polk County and Southwest Florida's Lee and Pasco counties. So Dre's take on this is, in my area of service, the Central Florida area here, it's making it even tougher for would-be buyers. Not only are buyers here in Central Florida competing against out-of-state, deep-pocket newcomers, but also we're facing additional competition from Floridians alike, many of whom are fleeing for affordability factors in the Miami area, but nonetheless, in many cases, also have a bit more purchasing power behind them after perhaps they've sold homes down in the Miami area, which can be considerably more expensive than here in Central Florida. From Orlando to Tampa, the competition is fierce. And so if you're in the market, it's just important that you be at least aware of what the current climate looks like as far as competition. It's going to vary from county to county in Florida. When somebody asks how the market's doing, I often ask, which market? Obviously, Polk County is going to be a lot different than Orange County, and Seminole County is going to be a lot different than Lake County, so on and so forth. And it's important to understand these migration trends both from out of state and intrastate when going about making purchasing decisions and how to craft the best offer. Look, I'm going to link the whole article in my weekly email. I suggest you read through it. It's incredibly interesting. Just give you some further insight as to what's going on here in the state of Florida and how it's impacting Central Florida in general. If there's anything I can do for you, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to talk shop. I think you know that. But I'm going to get out of your hair for now. I got a ton of paperwork and negotiations to do for some very lovely clients of mine. So until next week, that's Dre's Take. All right, y'all. Take care.